Hey, it's Workbench from Workbench Quagmire, back again with another video from our Free Code Camp Python certification in 100-ish days. This is day 25. Today we're going to continue to work on our CRUD app that's very similar to the first certification project, only a lot more complicated and comprehensive, and we're going to use a few things I don't like try and accept we used in the last video. I don't think they cover that, but it's something you can kind of research. Um, I didn't do it completely correctly. I'll figure that out. I haven't used it in a while. I don't code in Python on a daily basis. So um, the we're going to use things like sets, which I don't think were used in that project. Um, but basically, we're going to have the same type of thing where we're going to have some transactions. We're going to be able to add to those transactions, those expenses. Add to those expenses, read the expenses, update expenses, and delete expenses. So this time we're going to work on the read expenses. And we're also going to work on our main file, our expense tracker py file, so that we can list out all the different things we would want to do. So let's get into that. For this one, we want to, I think we're just going to return a list of expenses right now. So we're going to get our main thing set up. So we have a greeting. Hey, which one of these things do you want to do? And then we will go into, we'll create a dummy expense to use with our read, and then hopefully we'll go and we'll be able to create a new expense and then read them again, and then be able to say, hey, look, we figured it. we did it. We got a new expense. So I'm going to use this over here this time. And we want the expense tracker py. Okay. We'll put a fake expense in here. And so, one of the things we could do is we could validate our expenses, but as we're creating them, we're sort of using the right keys. Welcome to the Python expense tracker. Print. Give it a list. We'll do this. We'll say 1. To review expenses. Let's go in order. So 3 to update an expense, and 4 to delete an expense. So say choice equals, we're not going to try our int input I mean, I don't think we need to make it int. Input. And we'll just do this real simply right now. There's a way, I believe, to basically create a list of functions or a dictionary even, and be able to go right to our function. But for now, I'm a little out of practice, so I'm sort of at the point where I'm learning with you now. If you're not super familiar with Python, so if choice equals 1, then we're just going to print these for now. No, I've already got this down here. Elif choice equals 2. What do we say? What is our function called? We're just going to call it expenses. Equals 3. Elif choice equals 4. Then we're going to use an else here. We're just going to say you did not make a valid choice. And that's that. And then we're going to go up here, fill these in. Expense. And let's see if this works or how much of it works. Now, we don't have to import this because this is our main file. And it will not do a whole lot of anything because we didn't import our CRUD. Import CRUD. Must have deleted it. Okay. Oh, errors. Okay, cool. Use the single equals instead of use the assignment operator instead of the comparison operator. Let's say M. I did not make a valid choice. Correct. Say 1. Create expense is not defined. That's true. It would be CRUD. do one. Food, $10. Hot dog. Yes. Okay. Now, let's add that. Let's add another expense here for a hot dog, just so we have more than one thing to go to iterate through when we do this. So, um, we don't have our daytime in here. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Delete that for now and come back to it later. Yeah. Note. Note. Oh. Hot dog. What the heck is going on here? I don't know why this indentation is all messed up. Here we go. Okay, let's go to our review because right now it's not going to do anything. 2. CRUD has no attribute review expenses. Probably not. I probably called it the wrong thing. So let's go and look at it. Create expense, read expenses. Just going to do something real simple here for expense in expenses. I think we're going to enumerate it. Enumerate. Remember, it gives us the index. And we're going to print, let's see, a formatted multi-line string. Just a formatted string that has the index, space, we'll say expense number. So this will be handy later when we want to delete an expense. So we can review the expenses and then we can say which one do you want to delete, because then we can call this function inside the delete function and say, hey, here's a list of expenses. Which one would you like to delete? So there we go with that. And then category. Oh, index. Don't want to forget that category. And then we want, this will actually be expense category amount. Note. Again, expense amount. And note. Expense note. Let's see if this works. Probably won't, but actually we know it won't because we need to go in here and make this read expenses in our main file. Not review. Read. Something was never closed. Oh, our print statement. So actually, we want, see, I've done this wrong anyway because we want to return this. We don't want to print it. So what we'll do is we will create a expenses list string. And we'll just create an empty string. And then what we'll do is instead of printing, we will plus equals plus equals the string here, and then we will return expenses list. I'm going to put a new line at the end of this sucker here. Matter of fact, we'll just do 2 for good measure, just for readability's sake. Category is not defined. I see what we've done. We, as in you're the problem, not me. Okay. Expenses is a list. So we're iterating through it and we're getting an index. Let's just do this. Does this work? This does not work. Just going to comment all this out. And we're going to print index expense just to see what we got. 2. So what happens if we say expense category? Does not work. Let's see. What am I missing? Da, 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 da. Maybe I need to do this. Let's go and shortcut this. Let's go play on the command line for a little bit and figure out what we're doing wrong here. Expense tracker. That's not. Oh, that's old. What's the list? Mount. Okay, and then we can. This is dot append. Food. Ten. Note. Okay, there's our expenses. For index expense and enumerate expenses. Print index expense. Did this. Then if I want to see, it seems like I should be able to do this. Maybe. Oh. Is it because I did not put it in quotes? Is it that simple? I think it is. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, back down here to our commented out garbage. These are strings. Index expense, da 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 da. Turn expense list. Okay, let's see what new and wonderful errors crop up this time. Index expense category is not defined. Oh, hmm. I was thinking I had a line of code in there that I did not need. Expense number 0. Okay. I don't exactly like that layout, but I sort of do. So I think we're going to call that. We're going to say that's complete. So this is 27 minutes in. The struggle is real. Um, Feel free to add other cool stuff to it. Like I said, we need to do all kinds of things like put a loop in the greeting thing to say, hey, do you want to review the expenses? Okay, do you want to delete them? What do you want to do? There's some other stuff in here. But next time we will tackle update expenses. And then what we'll probably do is I'll do delete, and then we may take a sixth thing to kind of clean it up and do some more, fancy stuff and make it look better. So, get this type 1, create type 2 thing and the if statement and all that out of there. So for now, I appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.